Alright, I'm about to make a lot of my fellow Crips feel some type of way with this one. Cause this one right here pissed me off my damn self. To the point where I really didn't want to believe this shit. But I can't let my emotions override my intelligence, so shit, it is what it is. So anyways, I believe that it's a big possibility that the founder of the Crips, Raymond Washington, was either a CIA agent or was used by the CIA. And the reason I started thinking about this, right? Because if Raymond was the one that really started the Crips, why is it that Tookie gets so much more recognition than Raymond? To the point where you got a lot of people out here thinking that Tookie was the one that started Crip. But Tookie didn't start Crip. He just supposedly ran the West Side Crip. And I'm like, why is it that you can find way more information on Tookie and not Raymond? Like, even on the internet, you always see that one famous mugshot picture of Raymond. It ain't really too much other pictures of that nigga. So I'm like, how is the founder of one of the biggest street organizations in history basically invisible? Like, how can you find more pictures of random 70s gangbangers, Black Panthers, LAPD officers, sound like mission complete to me.
I'm just here to tell you what your mama didn't tell you. You wasn't tripping when you thought you saw his eyes.
When that man's whole face morphed in front of me, not even just the eyes, the whole fucking face, I thought I was going insane. But I know what I saw. But how am I supposed to explain that to somebody? The amount of women that can relate to this is crazy.
That boy tried to tell me that he knows how much I liked him because how attached to him I was. I have ADHD. You are a hyperfixation. My new fixation? Pickles. 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 Nigga, it's an ADHD thing. Don't feel complimented.
Hey, so I'm on y'all ass tonight, man. I gotta drop another one. Hey, so look, I want to talk about dating the spiritual women. Women who are children of Oya, women who are children of Oshun, Mama Oshun, I feel for Oshun, or Yo. Women who are children of Yemoja. Women who are children of Iyami Osonogo. All right. So first I come to you and I tell you that the women are the divine feminine. So it doesn't matter what woman we're talking about. I know a lot of women don't know this, but it doesn't matter what woman we're talking about. Okay? So let's talk about this. The divine feminine is Oshun, the queen of the Orisha. Okay? All right, let's move forward. Oshun considers every woman to be someone that she covers. Whether her Orisha, her head Orisha, who holds her Ori, be Yemoja. Whether her Orisha be Oya, which that ain't no shit you want no pressure with anyway. Trust me, my baby mama Oya, you don't want no pressure with it. That ain't shit that you want no problem. All right? So, what y'all gotta understand about that is the importance of women, the importance of women's intuition, the importance of women's feelings, the importance of women's emotions, okay? Brothers, y'all be trying to jump in these situationships and things of that late nature with these women, and these women be taking y'all serious. Whereas y'all be on some shit like, oh yeah, it's a whole nother body. I'm finna go and jump in there and listen. You laying in the bed with something you ain't finna get up out the bed with. You know what I'm saying? Because you may have the intentions of coming and laying with this woman and just sliding off and going on about your business. Oshun ain't got that. Oshun ain't got them same intentions. Oshun wants you to respect what she cover. Or y'all want you to respect what she cover. Yemoja wants you to respect what she cover. And what you don't understand, what a lot of niggas don't understand is, right? How the Orisha, how the masculine Orisha look at the feminine Orisha. They put them on a pedestal. They don't dominate them and say, oh yeah, nah, y'all ain't enough. They did that. They did that. There's a Pataki where they did that to Oshun, and Oshun left civilization and went on the moon. Civilization was fucked up because there wasn't no love. A lot of people was dying. They had to go on the moon where Oshun was chilling, looking in the mirror, admiring herself, and meditating on her self-love. They had to get Oshun to come back down here. So, man, we got to understand the importance of the woman. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand the importance of a woman because a lot of niggas don't understand. And there's a lot of old dudes that speak about this. Okay? So, first off, we're going to start off with Irete Osa. Right? This particular old dude spoke on the man. This line up with a lot of you niggas. I ain't going to speak on the African or the Cubans or the Puerto Ricans. They be getting down. They be putting their hands on women. So anyway, I ain't gonna speak on the Cubans or the Africans because they know how to respect their women a little bit. But you African American man, I want to help y'all understand something. Y'all don't be knowing what be going on. Unbeknownst to them, sometimes they don't know what be going on. What you gotta understand is the woman. I'm gonna get to that in a second about the womb. All right. And this right here for my mama, my godmama Iyafe. Yeah, you know I love my godmama Iyafe. My godmama Iyafe push that button on your ass. Fuck all this shit, nigga. Your ass getting gas. That's how I get about my mama, nigga. I love my mama, nigga. You understand me? What? Bitch, call my bluff. But anyway, Irete Osai. It spoke on a man that raised his hand at a woman, right? Now, Oshun, watch this. Oshun, see this. When a woman cry, this is why it's said that women save their tears, and they could save these tears and utilize these tears for certain things, for they, Egoons, for Oshun. But we're gonna talk about that another time. Women who want to understand that a little bit more, y'all can reach out to me. I'll talk to y'all about that. But we talking about Oshun. We talking about the Queen of the Orisha. Anyway, a dude raised his hand to his woman, right? Oshun, as the divine feminine, she heard this woman's cries. Huh? She heard this woman's cries. She got mad about this shit. Y'all gotta understand, this is the Queen of the Orisha. She went to the Orisha, and she went to they held counsel. She said any man that raised their hand at a woman will sentence theyself. Any man. I sentence them. Y'all know Oshun got this thing about car crashes and shit. They fucked up with. Your fuck show don't want to be fucked over Oya. And damn sure not Yemi, y'all, because Oya and Oshun ride with him. All right, cool, so let's go on. Anyway, he raised his hand at this woman. She was crying. Oshun heard this. Oshun came to this motherfucker in his dream, and Oshun said, listen, this was in Rete Osai. Oshun came to this motherfucker in his dream, and she came in her gold dress, how she always do women, because a lot of women had that dream about a woman in a gold dress and a lot of people in white bowing down. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, I know. Trust me, as you know. But anyway, she came to him in his dream in her gold dress, and she said, if you raise your hand at my daughter again, if you raise your hand at anything that I cover, your ass will get sentenced. Okay? Guess what? This is why we think whenever we're mad, because he raised his hand at that woman again. He raised his hand at that woman again. And Oshun sentenced him to death. You know who came to go get, you know who went to go get him? Ogun. Ashe. Secondly, we're going to talk about Osai Meji. Whoo! Osai Meji and Eji Obe, they go. But anyway, Osai Meji speaks on the importance of the woman because the woman has the power to carry life. Right? If a man raises his hand at a woman, however, out of anger, by mistake, bitch, you raise your hand at a woman, you sentence yourself to death. That will bring death. Oshun is the one that will sentence you to death. Ogun is the one that will carry out the sentence. In the Osai Meji, old dude, that might be, you might be dealing with Eshu, you might be dealing with Ogun, you might be dealing with Shango. Boy, look here, because you know Shango gonna move at the word of Oshun. Yes, sir. Thunder coming. Yeah, so yeah. A lot of y'all be wanting to get in, situationships, come smack some shit and do all of that with a spiritual woman. You might want to watch it. If that woman got a Lakers on, she got a Bovada, she got this and that, and she a little bit more spiritually intelligent, more intellectual, you know what I'm saying, got a good heart. Most of those women who are spiritually intelligent, got a Lakers on, they have a good heart. Sometimes they step out of bounds and they make mistakes. I feel for y'all. I love y'all so much. I feel for y'all. And I understand that y'all go through a lot of shit. And sometimes, a lot of times, the majority of times, women feel like men don't understand them. And this our fault. This our fault, man. Because what y'all got to understand is, we men as leaders, we got to stop trying to dominate the women and make them feel as if they're lower than us. When actually, we should be doing what the masculine Orisha do. We should be placing these women above, we should be placing these women on damn, how you say it? We should be placing the women on a pedestal. All right? Then the niggas always come out the way and say, oh, tender dick ass nigga, and do all that. I'll beat you the fuck up. I can beat you the fuck up. I can go talk to my Ogun and talk to my Eshu. I'll beat you the fuck up. Yeah, I ain't tender dick. I just know how to respect women. I did 7 years in prison. So I understand the importance of cherishing a woman. Okay? You know, a lot of niggas want to use that excuse. Oh yeah, these hoes be dogging. These hoes be. It's a reason that they doing it. What you think they doing it for? They feel like they gotta put a guard up, and they gotta put up. They gotta put that defensive wall up because niggas doing fucked up shit. So guess what? They want to do that fucked up shit to y'all too, and they justified. They actions and all of that shit is justified because they're women. They're emotional. They're emotional beings. We men, we don't operate like that. We don't bow. We don't stoop down to a woman level on an emotional level. But that's unbecoming of a man. We don't stoop down to a woman level and match energy. No, we lead. We guide. That's what we do. We teach. Man, I got to do a part 2 on this, man, so I can finish up with these old dudes, man. You know, when I get like this right here, I get to talking about I love my babies, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love the divine feminine. I'm real big on the divine feminine. So, you know, because you got to understand, you got a mama, you got a daughter. These women carry life. They carry wounds. This is ultimately where a lot of women get their power from. A lot of women don't know that they carry a lot of ashe in their womb. And a woman got to go through whole fucking 9 months. Now, you know, number 9 is the number of completion. A woman got to go through a whole fucking 9 months carrying a whole life force in her stomach. Nigga, you bitch ass niggas raise y'all hand at women. That shit ain't what's up. But I'm going to come back with a part 2 on this because I know y'all want to hear, I know y'all want to hear about this. You know, I'm teach y'all a little something about Oshun, Mama Oshun, you know what I'm saying? Mama Oya and Mama Yemojai. I'm going to teach y'all a little something. You know, I get like that.
Praying is begging and keeping you down here. That's slavery. So let's go on. We got a lot to deal with.
You think you playing me? Whole time I've been conducting psychological experiments to further my understanding of your nature. Testing all types of hypotheses and shit. This is an experiment, babe. Keep up. Come on, 626.
So remember the flying monkeys, Daryl, in the movie The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, absolutely. Who are the flying monkeys of the present?
Well, they were the griffins to Queen Califia, and Queen Califia is the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, there.
So there they show us right there that the Wicked Witch of the West was I know, they're telling you all the stuff back in 33. Frank Baum wrote the book in 1894 or something like that, and they made the first color movie, The Wizard of Oz. They put us on our strawmans, they put us out to sea under Admiralty law. So that's when all this began, you know, the whole hiding of it all. And then, you know, so yeah, it's really, it is fascinating that this whole allegory has been played out. And the controllers that are controlling us, they do things over decades. And they got all the movies that give all the pre-programming like 9/11, you know, the towers coming down with Bruce Willis and all the different things. They tell us what they're going to do and they say, go ahead and try and stop us. So Queen Califia ruled with the Flying Griffins, and the Flying Griffins were trained to eat male flesh because they knew the white man was trying to conquer the lands.
Waking up, I'll tell you that, because most of the people, they ain't never gonna wake up. They ain't woke, they ain't never gonna wake up. And once you do, and you go down certain rabbit holes and you get certain information, and then you got to come back around, the people that still sleep, that's probably the most frustrating shit ever. Is now you are aware, damn, this fake, this fake, this fake. The world is a stage. That the life that I'm living essentially is fake. They're giving us money that they made up, taking our time that we never get back, just to pay them the money that they made up for things that was already here before they even existed.
It's like it's damn near damn near a gift and a curse. It's a gift because you're aware, but it's a curse because you're too aware. You're aware of everything, and it's like you see people that's just jolly walking down the street, just regular, like
don't care about nothing. They don't even know they get no Vaseline.
Exactly,
they're happy as hell. Like,
you ain't got no worries, and it damn near if you're not able to manage your mind right. That you see why I understand why some of these people, these celebrities and stuff, they end up going crazy because they too aware of everything that's going on behind the curtain.
Oh, that's why they be having the mental breakdowns because they see shit behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. They in too deep.
It's probably too the feeling of wanting to do something right, but not being able to get enough people or have enough resources to really make some shit shake. Where it's like,
we fucked up their plans. Indigenous people of the United States. We supposed to been extinct by now. That was their plan. Wipe us all out. Therefore, anyone's left would be spooked to even fucking breathe out loud. Make us, that they'll be super submissive, basically. Anyone's left would be super submissive. That was the plan. But we still here. We still got that fucking warrior mindset. And we multiplying. And that's fucking they plans up. It's to the point where they panicking now. They gotta directly just unalive us directly. Can't do it in their little COINTEL ways, they secret service ways, they FBI ways. They just doing it in cold blood now, because they can't hide the panic. The plan was for these white immigrants to take over these lands and replace them with other immigrants that are super submissive to them. Asians, Chinese, Africans, all of these, just replace us with these immigrants and rule over them for eternity. They were making a heaven here, and we fucking they plans up. So make sure, to all my solid indigenous black people out there, man, make sure y'all continue to make it hard for these motherfucking white people, these immigrants, when they poke their nose in your business. Make sure you make it unfucking comfortable for them, so they can learn to keep their fucking nose out your business and keep their ass out your country.
And to whoever said that white women become nurses for the same reason that white men become cops, you a real one, the realest one, and I want to be friends with you. Because I've had a similar thought for a while now. Should I say it? No, because I don't think y'all are ready for my hot take. Doctors are cops. How, Raven, how? What do you mean doctors are cops? What do you mean? Homework assignment. I dare you to ask any marginalized person, especially a multi-marginalized person. Go ask them why I would say doctors are cops. And then come back. Put it in the comments.
Some of the goofiest guys, dog, the ones that's always cracking jokes and making people laugh, them be the killers. I know it sound crazy, but I know what I'm talking about. The same one you see smiling and making everybody laugh, dog, that be the same one to walk you down late night on the street and put 2 in your chest and 1 in your face, dog. Go home and go to bed like nothing happened. They may or may not take some drugs to help them forget the moment, but a lot of them motherfuckers, dog, when they killers for real, they don't need no drugs to help them forget it. They live with it. Everybody ain't to be played with, man. You think cause a nigga laughing and he joking and he smiling that he pussy. You think that a nigga backing down from trouble cause he pussy. Nah, real motherfuckers who bought that life and bought that action, dog, they don't want trouble. Anybody who done truly been in trouble, dog, they know lawyers cost. Courtrooms cost and time is expensive. Each charge that they give you in the courtroom, there is a monetary value associated with that charge. So when you got them stacked against you, you better have your money right.
You know they don't want you to know that they in them precincts talking to them police, y'all. They don't want you to know that they working. They don't want you to know that funding, all that money that you be seeing, all that money you be seeing niggas with, they don't want you to know the feds is giving it to them. They don't want you to know, right, that not only are the feds giving them that money, they giving them that money to keep them looking like something. They being pimped by the FBI to have a look and to be in the mix with niggas, right? Got you thinking that everything is normal, that they the same nigga. Niggas been done got snatched up by the feds and done made deals and worked their way out of that wormhole, right? And that's why niggas got all this jewelry and all these rollies. You know niggas ain't really getting this kind of money selling drugs out here. So you really gotta pay attention and really think about it. Think about it. You know niggas ain't getting that kind of money, rapper money. With all the shit that's going on, all the heat, all the feds, all the shit that's out here, you know niggas ain't doing that. So they have to be doing something a little bit different. If you got a thinking cap, You need to start using it and pay attention to the people that you surround yourself with, because you could be in the next federal indictment coming. Don't say I ain't tell you.
Girl, y'all need to grab a seat for this one because this tea is sizzling hot. So it looks like we have some drama heating up because Orlando Brown has once again called out Zeus Network and its CEO, Lemuel Plummer, and he is accusing them of running some off-the-books VIP-only party where some of the cast were allegedly given substances like nose candy just to make a show for the rich and powerful, a show that supposedly never sees the light of TV. Orlando is alleging that Lemuel's been selling wild clips of the Baddies cast clips. The girls didn't even know they were being recorded. Private moments, bathroom scenes, all the behind the scenes stuff nobody signed up for. But here's where it gets even crazier. Orlando is calling on Krishan Rock herself to step up because he says he's seen some of her alleged tapes sitting on Lemuel's computer. Like, what is going on over there at Zeus? For anyone who hasn't caught up on this tea yet, girl, pull up a chair because you need the full rundown. Zeus Network has been getting dragged for years over shady contracts and broken promises, and one of the loudest call-outs came from Krishan Rock herself just a few months back. She didn't just accuse them of emotionally manipulating the Baddies cast. She straight up said the network was using the show to push certain stereotypes about black women. According to Krishan, the girls were literally starved for hours before filming, so producers could rile them up and get those explosive fight scenes. She even called the whole thing demonic, saying the team was intentionally creating beef between her and her own sister just for the cameras.
I'm looking dead in my sister's eyes. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. It's like the demonic shit around us. The program, how it's supposed to go, is forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth. We don't eat on time. They starve us, make sure we're hungry, angry. I don't give a f about this country. Y'all can sue me. Y'all can delete my Instagram. I don't care. I don't care. I'm getting on my flying. Give it, bro. Oh God, bro. I don't really like how fame and people in the industry, it's like you have to humiliate yourself to be somebody that you're not. And that I know myself, I'm willing to walk away from a check and just say everybody's programmed to fight. Everybody don't like that show, bro. I don't care what nobody's saying, man. I'm going home. For real.
Now, when Krishan started crashing out and calling Zeus Network demonic, the whole internet split in half. Some fans were like, girl, we paid for Baddies because of the chaos. You knew what type of show this was before you signed that contract. So a lot of people weren't exactly buying her complaints. And when she finally walked away from her Baddies deal and ended up with zero pay, it dragged Zeus right back into the spotlight for their messy contract issues. But Krishan definitely wasn't the last person to butt heads with Zeus over contracts. A few months later, Orlando Brown popped out and called them out too, saying they didn't honor the agreement he signed before joining Bad Boys Texas. And for anyone who missed that backstory, Zeus literally bailed Orlando out of jail right before he joined the cast. And honestly, the show was supposed to be his comeback moment. Orlando went from being a beloved Disney child star to battling addiction and a whole lot of personal struggles. So when Zeus offered him a spot on Bad Boys Texas, he grabbed the opportunity to turn his life around. Here's a video of him talking about how Zeus saved his life.
Orlando Brown's not famous no more from being the child actor. Orlando Brown's famous for being in controversy.
The first Bad Boy we bail out.
Oh, for sure,
right
for sure.
to my so let's go.
Let's get this shit going. I'm not a bad boy at all. I just call it like I see it. And it's not about bad this, bad that. Yo, they came and got me what I was in jail. Nigga, I wasn't getting out. Holy shit. I was shitting and pissing out of the same toilet that I was making my noodles in. I'm trying to tell you some shit. Y'all niggas understand.
And there's this video of him talking about how he had so much fun with his brothers after they were done filming the second season of Bad Boy Texas.
I appreciate all my Zeus family. I had fun on Bad Boy Season 2 Texas. I got my brothers with me. We all doing our thing. We in one place together. And it looks so great. Y'all save me. Y'all niggas really saved me, bro. I was gonna go on the straight track. They told you Orlando Brown was crazy. Hey, Zeus Network, y'all got me out of jail, and I'm just letting anybody know that want to with Zeus, bro. Like, it's just like, yo, bro, like, just be yourself. It's your boy Obi.
So after 2 full seasons on Bad Boys Texas, Orlando Brown finally circled back to Zeus CEO Lemuel Plummer to talk about the agreement they allegedly made before he ever set foot on that set. Orlando had his whole comeback planned out. He wanted to do a couple of seasons on Bad Boys Texas and then launch his own show with Zeus. And let's be real, one of the main reasons Bad Boys Texas even popped the way it did was because Orlando was on there. Even though he wasn't the same Orlando from his Disney days, he was still a big name and definitely brought the views. Orlando claimed he actually accepted a lower check for Bad Boys Texas because the deal was supposed to lead to his own show, meaning he'd make way more on the back end. But according to him, Zeus showed zero signs of honoring that agreement. And here's the messy part. Insiders say Orlando didn't even have the deal in writing because he trusted Zeus. They bailed him out of jail, gave him a role, so he really thought they were looking out for him. Now, because nothing was on paper, he can't legally fight it. So guess what? Orlando is airing out every dirty secret he claims Zeus has been hiding, including what he calls a private premium show, allegedly made for their ultra-rich subscribers. Orlando Brown revealed and alleges that some individuals on set were dealing with HIV, something he believes the network should have disclosed for his own awareness, even after they knew he swung both ways.
Figure something out. Why the f won't you just give me my own show? Because 150 and 150 is 300K. You paid me 150 for the first season. Now I'm telling you to double it. That's 300,000. Okay, if you're gonna do that, okay, that's for me to do Bad Boys alone. You know you don't want me doing that. You know you don't want to put all that money into that. You mean these got HIV around me and I gotta drink with these? You mean I gotta fight till they shed blood? What you mean? All right, now you understand where I'm coming? They don't owe me. They overstand me. Y'all pulled me out of jail. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't drinking. I understand nobody was coming to get me. But come on, bro. Y'all not telling people who y'all hiring next to who? And then that's when the fans start talking. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What the f you mean am I okay? Big Lou out there talking about how he knows there's some bad boys with HIV. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, yo, man, it was just messy, bro. It was messy as And so when I told producers this, they was like, all right, we'll call you back. Because I'm not dealing with my family members calling me, asking me, am I okay? Like, come on, bro. Y'all wildin'. Y'all used my face.
But if y'all thought that was messy, baby, hold on to your wigs because it gets even darker. Orlando Brown is now claiming that Zeus Network CEO Lemuel Plummer has been running a secret, high-roller, private show for ultra-rich subscribers. And according to inside sources, Orlando says tapes are floating around that should have never existed. We're talking private, off-camera moments of the Baddies cast, including shower footage and other clips that were allegedly recorded without any consent. And the wildest part? Orlando says these clips were being shown to people paying huge money, like some kind of dark, exclusive marketplace for the rich, almost like content that belongs on the black web, not TV. According to Orlando, Zeus Network was allegedly hosting these regular parties for the cast members of their shows, and the gag is, it was basically written into everyone's contract that they had to attend. And here's where it gets shady. Insiders say those parties were swimming in all kinds of illegal substances. We're talking nose candy and the whole 9 yards. And once people started getting lit, that's when Zeus allegedly swooped in, grabbed all the private, unfiltered moments, and then sold those clips to their VIP members who were paying a crazy amount of money for that exclusive access. Orlando even called out Chrisean Rock specifically, saying Lemuel Plummer allegedly made a bag off her because someone high up supposedly told him Lemuel was cashing out from selling Krishan's private videos. And this isn't just Orlando talking crazy. Insider sources reveal that he's sitting on receipts, documents, payment invoices, and other paperwork that link Lemuel directly to all of this. The source also revealed that Orlando had a little fling with someone close to Lemuel, and that person warned him about everything. They allegedly told Orlando not to use the bathroom or even the restroom on set because the whole place was rigged with cameras, and his footage could end up in the hands of those wealthy subscribers. Now, Orlando is calling on Krishan to reach out because with the receipts he claims to have, they could sue Zeus together. She'd get everything she's owed, and he'd finally get justice for what he says Zeus did to him. Now here's the part everyone's whispering about. If these allegations are even halfway true, you already know Lemuel Plummer is gonna try to slide in and settle things quietly before any lawsuit pops off. We literally watched what happened with Diddy. He could have handled things behind the scenes way before Cassie filed that lawsuit, but he waited too long. So trust me, if Lemuel thinks Orlando really has those receipts he keeps talking about, he'll definitely reach out. And let's be real, Krishan is in a rough spot right now. The streets are saying she's broke, stressed, and dealing with way too much drama at once. So if Zeus comes through with a couple of million and returns any alleged videos from this so-called private show, that would be a major win for her. As for Orlando, if he plays his cards right, this could be his comeback moment. A fat settlement, a clean contract, and maybe even his own show on Zeus with a bigger bag, all in exchange for burying those alleged receipts he claims to be holding. Orlando Brown, exposing Zeus Network, was running a private show, had fans talking, and they left comments saying, "Everyone knows Zeus is demonic." CR had no problem when she was trying to get her name out there. She got Whoa Vicky jumped for saying, "God blessed you." She got her sister jumped. Now she thinks she can go in there and dictate what she's going to do and not going to do. She want to spaz out because she got a fight and doesn't want to. Girl, please. It's crazy how low people will let themselves go for money and fame. You want easy money, that's the consequence. I never even heard about this in these people until I started watching YouTube. Artists, actors, and directors is all demonic and Illuminati rituals. That's why most of them get STD and more. God forgive me. So tell me what y'all think. Is Zeus Network really out here selling the cast private moments to their high-paying VIPs? Or is Orlando Brown just stirring the pot and trying to spark a whole new storm for Zeus? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one is wild. And when you're done, go ahead and check out the next video.